r/confessions. Sit back, relax and enjoy this video. My once fat girlfriend is now blurred. She was fat before she became my girlfriend. We were working in the same workplace. She was not popular, shy type, the kind of girl who you will not notice unless you know her more. I courted her because I learned that we had a lot in common, especially the online games we play and the books we read. Our relationship was going smooth. She was a virgin and I was her first, even though we are now in our late 20s. We had a happy relationship, with no major problems. But after a while, I noticed that she is getting heavier. I know it because she loves it when I carry her on my back. I never told her this directly because I did not want to upset her, but I tried to convince her to eat less and go with me whenever I jog or just walk on the park. Told her it'll be fun. She told me that she knows what I was doing, that I am trying to prevent her from getting even fatter. But she added that others' opinion doesn't matter and she only cares about mine. In response, I said that I was only worried about her health. She was always tired. This seemed to work and she started going walking and jogging with me. Our dates became walking and biking in the park from our used to eating out in a fast food restaurant. Her weight became normal after months of our healthy routine. She's more active this time, and a lot more attractive. She also got a job offer in a different company, which is a once in a lifetime opportunity. The salary is a lot higher than her present work. In effect of her slimming down, it seems that more guys notice her this time. Every now and then I catch her reading messages from a random guy from her new work. I asked her about it, and she told me that it was nothing, and those guys are just looking for a victim, especially the newcomers. Until recently I learned that she is their new victim and she is having frick with some of her affismates. Yes, not only one, but many. My suspicion grew and I tried to learn a lot about her to hack her Facebook account by supplying answers to her secret questions. After reading her messages, I learned that one of her affismates lives in a condo near their workplace, and that they will go there every afternoon break to have a quickie. The messages go something like this: "Quickie time? I hope you're wearing the lingerie I bought you." Other guys she had frick after drinking on their team building. Heck, they are even having frick on the public restroom. She is now a total blight. I'm thinking maybe now she is enjoying the attention that guys give to her, which she did not feel before. But regardless, I'm still breaking up with her tonight. Now I just wish that she becomes fat again and think of the guy who accepted and transformed her when she was once fat. Update: I received a text from her saying I'm sorry. I think she knows I opened her Facebook. Now I'm having the urge of just freaking upload screenshots of her conversations. Update: it's 9 PM in our time zone and looks like she won't come at my place tonight, even though I told her we had to talk. God only knows whose place she will end up to. I calmed down a bit and decided not to upload her messages anymore, but I had them all saved. I will also be sending them to her sister after this edit. Apparently her sister knows something is wrong. I was pretty close to her family, so I guess they should know. I finished gathering her things at my apartment and gave her the week to collect them, or else I will throw them all away. I also filed leave for the week and booked ticket to go somewhere else. She has my keys so she can collect her things anytime. Will be telling the guard not to let anyone except her to come inside the building and to collect the keys after she leaves. And yes, I will surely be getting tested. And yes, she will be getting fat again. So if she is reading this, enjoy your spotlight moment. PS to those saying that I transformed her is a bit much, maybe you're right. It was her choice to slim down. I just convinced her to do it. I just still can't think why she did it. I thought everything was okay. I guess it was the timing, her getting more attractive, new environment away from me, freedom, and attention she got, which is a hell of a drug. PPS in my defense, I got suspicious because aside from the messages, the way she dressed changed a lot. Don't get me wrong, I was genuinely happy she can now wear the clothes that can't fit her before. She looked good. And I was happy she was happy. But it got sexier and sexier. No, I did not prevent her from wearing anything because I don't want to be that kind of boyfriend. But I remember one day before we left for work I jokingly said be careful, other guys might get a different idea. I guess they really got the idea. Sorry, I'm not a native English speaker, but I tried my best. I was a bad babysitter. When I was 15/16 I would watch my mom's boss's kids while they were out until 1 or 2 am getting drunk. I took care of the kids until they went to sleep, but after they were out, I'd get a small cup of chocolate flavored vodka from their pantry, as many fruit by the foot and gushers as I could hold, and watch porn on their desktop computer until I was really wet, and then I'd masturbate in their bed thinking about the dad. He was a really good looking, fit Italian 45-year-old lawyer. Looking back, I've always wondered if they had any cameras, but they kept having me back, so probably not. The best part was they would always get back drunk and empty their wallet to pay me, usually around $100. Edit. It has been 11 years since this happened. I no longer masturbate in people's beds, I just masturbate in my own home these days. Also, the response to this is really crazy. And this is one of my tamer stories. Haha. My teenage daughter has been a bit of a jerk lately, so I deliberately bought 2 boxes of sugary breakfast cereal and no milk. Then I waited for her to fill her bowl, and then I smiled inside. I nap and jerk it at work all the time. The most hilarious part is I am being offered a raise. My job is incredibly slow and boring. Most of the day I watch Netflix and frick off on the computer. Sometimes I get really tired, close my office door and take a nap. Sometimes I close the door and I jack off because I am horny. I gave my boss my notice because I am so sick of my job and I want to do something more meaningful with my time. She offered me more money to stay because I am so good at what I do. I find it pretty ironic given exactly what I do all day, haha. I feel no remorse. I nearly committed a school shooting. Throwaway for very obvious reasons. I suffer from autism, social anxiety, PTSD, and severe anger issues. At school I'm usually mocked by other peers for being the weird white kid and called a school shooter a lot because I had a crazy big obsession with the Columbine shooting. I was and still am 16 and live in a small country with strict firearm laws but have access to them. I was going through a really bad time in my life. I was struggling with my old best friend who helped me through my mental health but started to ghost me and use me for my money. My ex-girlfriend at the time has just broken up with me and my social anxiety had turned me into a suicidal and angry mess. I was dumped the night before because my ex liked another guy and I was really upset and angry because it was like the straw that broke the camel's back. I was at school. This was on the 25th of August 2018 where I was super angry. These kids were picking on me and threatening to beat me up and laughing at me. I was in a really bad mood and ranting in this journal I carried around where I ranted about my anger when I suddenly got the overwhelming feeling of rage and suicidal thoughts. I started writing about an idea to shoot up the school. I was writing quite a lot about it when I decided it would be a good idea to just do it. I walked out of class when my friend walked past me and I remember saying, "Dude, go home." And he asked why and I just said, "I'm just going to do something. I recommend you just get the frick out of here." I remember sending a message to my ex basically saying I was doing something and to just forget about me. She had known I'd had these thoughts for a long time. I've had thoughts of bringing a firearm to school since I was 10. She started freaking out, calling me and trying to calm me down. I was about to walk out of school when all of a sudden I realized what I was going to do. I remember calling the mental health clinic where I live and asking for my psychologist to pick me up, and I told them what had nearly happened. It was a very scary experience, something that still messes with me to this day. I'm in a happy relationship with someone else now. I cut that ex-best friend out of my life and still talk to my ex today. We're good friends. I've been a lot calmer lately after I started doing more therapy with my psychologist about my past, bullying and all other stuff going on that I didn't talk to. I even temporarily moved to a school for people with mental health to calm down. I've told a few friends about this and I ended up telling my mum and my older brother. Update. I didn't make this post asking for praises. If I'm being honest, I expected this post to be judged, but please everyone understand that I made this post because my story should be out there. There's always another way. I got the help I needed. I sought psychological help, and from this the root of my issues was found. We are still working towards fully fixing what has happened in my past, and I've been really good recently. I've been less anxious. My anger has gone down dramatically, and I haven't had any serious thoughts since what happened that day. Please understand that no matter what, there's always another way and you can get help. Oh, you survived. Now sub. Please.